Hello yoga friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is the 31-day yoga challenge. Today is day 8 and today's practice is all about centering. This is the first day of the second week of this challenge, so we want to get nice and centered, maybe a little bit of introspection today. We won't be needing any props, and as always, there is a playlist link down below in case you want to listen to some tunes while you practice. So without further ado, let's get started here in Sukasana, easy pose. Coming to a seat here, allowing your hands to float down onto your knees, maybe palms down today to find some grounding or centering energy. Fluttering the eyes closed if they're not there already. And finding an even breath in and out through the nostrils, deep into the belly, really coming into the present moment. We've been working hard all week long, and now it's time to really bring all of those things we've been working on into one practice, coming back to our center. And we'll begin our class by setting an intention. Anything that comes to mind is wonderful, and if nothing comes to mind, you can always use this one. I am centered in kindness and compassion. I am centered in kindness and compassion. And whatever intention you chose for yourself today, begin to inhale that beautiful energy from that intention in through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth. Sigh. Exhale out anything extra you may have brought onto your mat today. Let's take that one more time, inhaling through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth. Sigh. Exhale out anything extra. Coming back to your even breath, knowing you can always return to your intention throughout practice and perhaps throughout the rest of your day today. Before we open our eyes here, let's keep them closed and bring our palms together, rubbing our palms together here, creating a little heat. And once our palms are nice and toasty, we're going to place them just over our eyes, keeping our eyes closed for right now. And then once our palms are fully over our eyes, we're going to open the eyes and just notice the absence of light, the darkness here, maintaining that even breath. And then on your next exhale, very slowly, I want you to move your palms, slide them down your face, allowing your fingertips to introduce some light into your eyes. And then eventually, your palms will return onto your knees. And here we are, nice and awake and fully present in the moment. In our Sukasana. Next exhale, we're going to exhale that chin to chest. Inhale, begin a neck roll or head roll up and back to the right here. Once we get about halfway around, begin your exhale, linking up breath to body here. We'll take one more head roll to the right, making sure our shoulders aren't getting involved, and imagining almost drawing a circle on the ceiling so that we're not sitting in to our neck here. And then we can begin to the left, reversing our neck rolls, inhaling up and back, exhaling down and around, inhaling up and back, and exhale down and around. Go ahead and inhale that head back up to center in Sukasana, and let's find our way down onto our bellies. Setting up for Sphinx pose. So bringing our hands underneath our shoulders, we're going to slide our fingertips towards the front of the mat, bringing our elbows roughly underneath our shoulders here. Keeping our gaze maybe down diagonally to the floor so we're not straining our neck. Just keeping a pretty neutral spine here with that gentle lower back bend. If you feel any discomfort in your lower back, you can lessen that back bend by sliding your palms and forearms a little bit further to the front of the mat. We'll stay in this Sphinx pose for 3 more rounds of breath. And next, exhale, gently lower that chest, head and shoulders all the way onto the mat, bringing the palms underneath the shoulders. And inhale, press the bum back onto the heels, sitting back for child's pose, just for 2 rounds of breath here. And next, inhale, let's come to tabletop. Knees directly under hips, wrists directly under shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly, look up to the sky for cow pose. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding the spine for cat. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Inhaling back to a neutral tabletop. Let's flex the feet, walking the palms slightly forward and pressing the hips up and back, finding our first downward facing dog, maybe pedaling through the feet or generously bending the knees, making sure feet are hip width distance or wider. Shoulders down and back, neck nice and released, eyes of the elbows pointed towards the front of the mat, and all 10 fingers spread wide. We'll take 3 more rounds of breath here, maybe finding some organic movement or breathing in stillness. And next, inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet. Step, hop, or float forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders down and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up the spine 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way to Tadasana, mountain pose, allowing the arms to stay down by the sides, palms facing the front of the mat. Let's get ourselves a little bit off center here to find our center, even if we're on just one leg or the other. So shifting the weight onto the right leg, we're going to inhale that left leg up to one leg Tadasana, left foot flexed. Exhale, that left foot back down in Tadasana. As you shift the weight onto the left leg, picking up that right, inhaling one leg Tadasana. Exhale, back down into Tadasana. We'll take that one more time, inhaling that left leg up in the air. Exhale, lower. Inhaling right leg up in the air. Exhale, lower. Let's take 2 rounds of breath here in our Tadasana, really feeling grounded through all 4 corners of both feet. And next, inhale. Let's inhale those arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back. Flow as you so choose. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. rounds of breath here. And on your next inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet. Step, hop, or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky, arms overhead, and exhale, sit down into Utkatasana, chair pose, feet together or hip width distance, making sure shoulders are directly above the knees, and you can see all 10 toes here. We'll stay here for 3 rounds of breath. And next, inhale, let's straighten through the knees, standing up nice and tall here. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back. Flow as you so choose. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. And next inhale, we're going to inhale that right foot up in the air for 3-legged dog, and exhale that right foot between the palms at the front of the mat, spinning that left heel down, making sure the left toes are pointed towards the top left corner. Inhale, arms overhead for warrior 1. Next exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, bringing arms to a T for airplane pose. Inhale, back to warrior 1, arms overhead. And exhale, airplane, making sure those abdominals are nice and activated. Inhale, back to warrior 1. And one more time, exhale to airplane. Inhale, warrior 1. Let's stay here for 1 full round of breath. And next, exhale. Exhale, both palms down to the mat. Step the right foot back. Flow as you so choose. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath. And on your next inhale, let's rise up to the balls of the feet. Step, hop, or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky, and exhale, sit down into Utkatasana, chair pose. 3 rounds of breath here, making sure those abdominals are still activated, so we're not sinking into our lower back. And next, inhale, straightening through the legs, standing up nice and tall, and exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back. Flow as you so choose. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath. Evening out the breath here. And next inhale, let's inhale that left leg up to the sky, and exhale, left foot all the way through between the palms at the front of the mat, and spin that right heel down. And inhale, arms overhead, warrior 1. Next, exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips and bring the arms out to a T for airplane. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, warrior 1. And one more time, exhale to airplane, hovering over that left thigh. Inhale, Warrior one. Let's stay here for one full round of breath. And next, exhale, lower both palms to the mat. Step the left foot back and flow as you so choose. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Let's stay here for 3 rounds of breath. And on your next exhale, lower the shins to the mat, and let's find our way all the way onto our bums, legs outstretched in front of us for seated staff. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down and relaxed. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, fold over. Maybe placing the palms on the shins or around the balls of the feet. Just releasing the head, neck, and shoulders here. And we'll stay here for about 4 more rounds of breath. Feel free to go a little deeper into the posture on your exhales or celebrate where you are. And next, inhale, we're going to roll up the spine back into that seated position. Let's bend both knees, bringing the soles of the feet onto the ground, setting up for boat pose. So we're going to grab behind both thighs and exhale, hinge that torso back just enough to activate the core here. Option to stay here, or you can lift your legs off the mat, extending fingertips towards the front of the mat. Option to stay here or straighten the legs. Your choice. We're going to stay wherever you are for 3 more rounds of breath. And on your next exhale, lower all the way down, nice and controlled, onto your back. Beautiful work. Inhaling both knees into the chest. Maybe rolling up like a ball, giving yourself a nice little hug here. Option to stay here, or maybe grab the outer edges of the feet, moving into a happy baby. Or take any other posture that might serve you today to help you find your center. We'll take about 2 more rounds of breath wherever you are. And then we're slowly going to find our way into Shavasana, final resting pose. Whatever that looks like for you today is wonderful. Maybe you take a traditional Shavasana with me by lengthening your legs down onto the mat, bringing arms out to the side, or maybe resting the hands on the belly or heart. Adjusting any clothing or hair that might be distracting, and scanning the body for any tension you can exhale. Allowing yourself to stop being a human doing and just be a human being. I will let you know when it's time to come out of your Shavasana, but for now, simply rest. And you are welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. But if you'd like to close out class with me, begin to bring awareness back to your breath. Introducing some movement, maybe by wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling through your wrists and ankles. Maybe you windshield wiper your feet or your knees from side to side, finding whatever organic movement wakes the body back up here. And then slowly finding your way onto one side for a fetal position. Keeping your knees bent, using your bottom arm as a pillow. We'll stay here for one round of breath. And on your next inhale, we can gently press back up into Sukasana, easy pose. Maybe keeping your eyes closed or in a soft gaze, bringing hands to heart center. I want to thank you for coming to practice with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We'll close our class with the sound of Om, inhaling through the nose deep into the belly. Om. And bringing thumbs to third eye. May the light and love in me recognize and honor the light and love in you. Namaste.